Lights, camera, action, it's game day. We're diving into stories here, what did they say? Enforcer's got the mic, and he's ready to play. Football dreams we're here to convey. From the training camps to the big night glow, discussing stats, making the passion flow. Every single tackle, every touchdown goal. In this podcast world, we steal the show. Self-made, yeah, we own the field. Echoes of the crowd, every win's revealed. Football's the battle, it's more than a game. Join us on this ride, let's ignite the flame. Draft day dreams, players rise and fall. Every underdog story, we're giving the call. Strategies and highlights, we'll break down it all. With Enforcer on the beat, we're having the ball. So grab your headphones, let's kick it right. Together we'll unravel the Friday night hype. With laughter and insights, we're taking flight. On the Self-Made Podcast, the future is bright. Talking football all year, that's our creed. With every episode, together we lead. Self-Made Podcast, planted like a seed. In the world of the game, we'll always succeed. Self-made, yeah, we own the field. Echoes of the crowd.
Yeah, that was just a little sample I'm working on for next year. You can do anything with those AIs. Welcome to the pre-show. I am not alone this week. I got Rocket Reese. What's up, Rocket Reese? What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? Yeah, by the way, I was kind of feeling that theme right there, man. Let's see.
Hey, I'm trying. I told you, I'm learning stuff from our fellow brothers, Wolfpack, Hills of Life, us, Embrace the Thirst. I'm trying to do some big things for next year, but
I hear you.
Yes. But we gotta talk about this past week. We gotta talk about next week. We gotta talk about playoff scenarios, people that clinch, injury reports, and all that stuff.
And people quitting on the teams.
We definitely got something to talk about this week. We do got another segment from our good brother Stormy, talk segment. Of course, like I said, people that clinched it, I already know who clinched their division and playoff spots last week. We got new people that clinched their division and playoffs this week, and what scenarios we're gonna have for next week if it happens or if it needs to happen, and much more. So, without further ado, let's just start this damn thing right about now. Hold on. What's going on, true believers? This your boy Enforcer. I got Rocky Reach with us this week. First thing
It's a
first.
great day in Zamunda.
It is a beautiful day. I'm starting early this week. I'm on vacation for the rest of this year, so I'm gonna start a little crazy this week. But by the way, let me just start off with, as I always start off with, I got merch. Damn it! Hit that merch link right there. That's the I guess the merch link for those that don't know other ways. You go straight to that link. You get this nice new logo shirt I got right here, or simply my shield. And you get that hoodies like one I got on right now, cups, tank tops, all that stuff, all that fine things in life. But before we start, I must start our feel like it's become my weekly segment now. It's if you don't show up on the show. Talk that talk with Stormy. Stormy, what you got for me this week,
I'm Stormy of Talk That Talk, and shout out to the Self-Made Podcast for allowing me to give my big takeaway from this week in the NFL. To the Las Vegas Raiders, just what are you doing? truly, y'all need to just sit down, get the entire staff together, and y'all figure out how can we get the Colorado Big Three to Vegas. Because hear me out, if you wrap up the first pick, right, you get Shador. Maybe you try to work your way down, and maybe at 4 get Travis Hunter, and also later on down the line you get Shiloh. Because if you get those 3 to Vegas, oh, think about it. Not only that, and Tom Brady already has said that Shador is his favorite college player. So you got that wrapped up. He'll have a mentor. You know his father's going to help him out. You know Travis Hunter, he's going to be locked in. Shiloh's going to be locked in. So if you can get the Sanders boys to Vegas, I think that's something you really need to look at and try. I mean, why not? Use those picks that you got, or try to try something out. Because after seeing that performance last night, it's time for an overhaul and a new look in Las Vegas. I'm Stormy. Back to you, Tom.
Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about that game last night. And not just the Raiders' performance, but the Atlanta performance. We'll get to that game because Monday night was a doubleheader. But we got some NFL updates or news right now. If you did not know, Max Crosby is out for the season. As you could tell, you watched that game last night. But the defense still played tough. Again, we're gonna talk more about that. You got anything to say about this, Reese? About just
Man, the only good highlight of the Raiders is good. And like I said, if anything, you got a great centerpiece for your defense. Now, if you can work on the other side of the ball while still working on that defense, matter of fact, Raiders, listen to your fan base. Yeah. The season, matter of fact, actually, I should have been taken a while ago. But again, but y'all need some help all around. And if I were you, I would do some heavy willing and dealing between now and the sauce. Whatever y'all can afford to do.
I should have did willing and dealing just yesterday morning before that game. But again, I'm going to talk more about that. I got some positives, but a lot of negatives from that game. The next thing was for Cleveland. If you watch that game between Cleveland and
Kansas City.
Oh God, definitely got to talk about that game.
Yeah.
As this man was missing, and Ford was the running back. Come to find out, he was suffering from a broken foot. I feel bad for Chuck because I watched him since he was in Georgia, especially when he got that knee injury. Kane still got drafted, which in itself you could probably count on, I don't know, both your hands how many running backs that got drafted after having a serious injury like that in college, especially in the last season. And he still got drafted, had a bright future, got injured, came back. He was not himself, and we know why now, was a broken foot. So I just say for him, he should be out for the rest of the season. Don't try to come back, get 100% healthy for next season. Let's see what happens there. Because I like James Winston, but he needs a great running game for him to stop throwing all these goddamn Christmas presents he be throwing. So, but that's what what you got for this one?
Yeah, I would ship because, well, the Browns, we already know everything. They eliminated. So, just move on. Just rest up and get healthy for next year.
Pretty much. Like I said, good luck to him. But also in that same situation, this, I don't know if this is going to hurt them or not, but I think they should rest them for the rest of the season. It's 3 more games. They already clinched their division. I don't know about Kansas City playing all 3 games, but I believe that I believe they could still have the 1 seed.
They have to win out at least.
Yeah,
Buffalo loses.
Because Buffalo is playing lights out. And last week we had a debate. I don't know if you saw it last week, where not a debate, but agreement who's the MVP. Because again, it seems like it's hard for running backs to be MVP. We said Barkley. We're gonna talk about that game between the Steelers. He did not play very Barkley-like, but again,
Yeah.
they had to shut people up for what y'all,
Yeah.
But
But
Yeah,
I was about to say, if Allen didn't claim it beforehand, it's like, yeah, Sunday he definitely claimed it.
yeah. Him and Lamar, and I said this last week. Stormy said it last week. If Burrow had a winning record, he'd be in the conversation.
Mhm.
But this guy's pretty much, without shout out, the face of the NFL, and him getting hurt, and y'all saying week by week. Not this. I'm not saying I don't believe in Carson Wentz, but he's not Patrick Mahomes. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But this could be, but you know what? This could be like a full circle moment because remember, Wentz was having like an MVP year before he got hurt, and then of course Foles had to take over for him. So, in a crazy way, this might be like his redemption story.
It would be, but the reason why I say it kind of won't, because the Eagles was actually doing like lights out. Kansas City not doing lights out this year. Like most of the games they won was
one score possessions or less.
One score possessions or some weird shit like a blocked field goal or some shit like that.
So, or the doink heard around the world.
The doink that clinched the victory. I mean, it's weird shit this season. It's not the straight up lights out Kansas City. And plus they had injuries and some of their key players coming back. But like I said, we'll talk about that. 3 more things and then we go into this has been a conversation with Detroit. That is they going too hard and they mounting up injuries at the wrong time. This guy, he gets injured out for the season. Mm-hmm. Not only that, I mean, we can still talk about him, but then you got this is the most important one right here to me.
Yeah,
Knuckles toward MCL. Now, if y'all know the history about MCL, it usually don't need surgery, but definitely rest. But they can't afford to lose any of their games now. They are all tied. There's 3-way tie for first place against something else we're gonna talk about later. But there's a 3-way tie for first place between them, their division rivals, who they're gonna see later, the Vikings and Philly. They cannot afford to lose no more games. The other 2 teams are hot, and y'all need Knuckles because I'm not saying Sonny can't do it, but that's the dynamic that I like. That who you game plan for in the running game? Are you playing for power or you game plan for speed? And you can't do both. But now that one is out, they got one game plan. It's not going to fool nobody. So, I think this is the wrong time for injuries to happen for Detroit. Wrong time.
Well, there's never a good time for him, but yeah, this time in particular is the worst time for him to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because, like I said, you're trying to determine seeding, not just for the NFC North, but for the entire conference. And I'm going to tell you what, that bye week for them, Minnesota or Philly, is going to be crucial because, like I said, all 3 of these teams are relatively like a little banged up, and they're going to play some hard games within these last couple of weeks. So, like I said, Minnesota and Detroit see each other week 18. Hint, hint. Do not be surprised if that's the Sunday night football matchup.
Oh yeah, I'll flex that. So you got 2 options, especially all 3 teams. Yeah. It depends of the stats that Barkley have. Yeah. If he's close to 2,000.
Yeah.
Or if he's close to that record, you want down the Sunday night game. But nobody wants nobody don't want to see him against the Giants. But I want to see it because it's justice. Okay. Yeah. I'm a Giant fan saying this. It's justice. He should break that record on the Giants in the last game of the season. And I'll put that show on national TV. Just to show the offense that, hey, now that should wake y'all the fuck up. But then you got this game. Detroit, Minnesota, not just for the division, but probably the no one seed. So that's a good flex right there. Speaking of that, last update here is this one. You might as well say he out for the season, but they really threw this shit on it. 8 months.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
going into the next season.
Yeah.
Oh, what did he do? I don't remember the injury though.
It was like a lower leg, but it was like
He has not had a good season at all with the media, with everybody targeting. But no disrespect to him. I don't think no one was afraid of him. That's why he got all those interceptions. But I kind of, as a player, as a football fan, I know there's a lot of people that don't like the Cowboys. Trust me, I know. Stephen A. Smith. But we don't want to see our star players out like this. 8 months, that's out for the season, and plus probably 2-3 weeks into the next season, maybe. We don't know. But speedy recovery to that brother.
Yeah, it's me.
And all right, so we about to recap, brother. We about to recap this last week, and we might as well start with the most boringest game. I was gonna say these primetime games did not go well for me, and it started with this motherfucker.
At least this week.
Yeah, at least this week. And it started with this motherfucker on Thursday night. The Rams 49ers game, I thought would have been, I don't know, at least more entertaining. Now, you into defense, you might love this game. But I don't know. I don't know about this. For the 49ers, luckily they in that division because they would have been out the playoffs too.
Yep.
Luckily. I mean, I think it happened the next 3 weeks for them, but wow.
No, there needed to be a theme song for this game. Yeah, you know which one would have been the most appropriate? Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Because that's basically the scoring of this game.
I mean, it was when I saw it, and I was at work, so I had to watch the replay on NFL Network, and I like, good Lord. And I don't know how many games this season it's been just field goal games.
Yep.
Like, I mean, if we get real honestly, we could actually put a kicker in the MVP category this year. How many games have been about kicking? But all right, we ain't gonna do that. But still, this I don't even know when the last time a kicker won the MVP. I think that was in Washington, I think. But I'm surprised with the outcome. But that was not the story of this game. The story of this game was a player.
Somebody quitting.
Someone quitting in mid-game. And he got released the next day.
Or he didn't get released. He just got suspended. But
I thought he got released. I thought they released him.
Oh, no. Nah, because they would have had to pay him.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. They still got
but he'll go to get released after the season's over.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. We've seen this, but not like this. We've seen people quit halftime and supposedly retired after the halftime. We've seen motherfuckers that didn't want to go out because they got hurt, but there was no reports about him hurt. He just refused to go back out there. So I think it's more to this story that's not being reported.
Oh no, they already alluded to what happened. He was mad because Greenlaw came back and he was like, his minutes was getting cut.
Bro, let me open your eyes then, brother. Yeah. You was not the star in the beginning.
Thank you.
You are backup. You're the backup. Yes, even if you was playing good. If the guy is healthy, which is very emotional, I think he got hurt.
Yeah, and I was about to say, like Dre. Yeah, like I said, Dre Greenlaw, he's like a Pro Bowl caliber player.
Right. I mean, you probably did a GED, good enough job. Okay, but you're not him. Especially we want to see where we at with him, especially in a division game. What can he do? Is he 100% back? Because if he's not 100% back, guess what? We know we got a solid, good player behind him that could carry on. If you butt hurt, you're in the wrong business then, brother.
Yeah. And here's the crazier part about that walkout. The Niners were actually, I don't know if they were tied or if they were leading during the game, but yeah, the Rams did not have the lead when he walked out.
Yeah, he was butthurt, and now you gonna be a joke for the rest of the season, and probably for a long time to come for that move. So shout out to you. You're gonna be remembered for another reason, and it's not football. Unless you can build up somewhere else and show that, hey, the 49ers was wrong, but as of right now, you're the joke, buddy. You're the joke.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I made a reference like a couple minutes ago. My boy Captain Ron saying, Mass Effect, you might as well send him off to Indianapolis, because I'm like, hey, they just had this deal with Anthony Richardson a couple weeks ago about
yes,
yes, giving up on plays and stuff. So it's like, hey, but if you got that, Devondre, I got one extra piece of advice for you. See if you can get a job with a certain soup company since you bear their last name. Just throwing it out there.
That's fucked up, bro.
Hey, I'm about to say, like, Chunky do commercials for the NFL. I'm just saying.
Well, you're not wrong. Then you're not wrong. Next game, we're going to Sunday, and you know what? This was an MVP performance. I know it was against the Giants, but still, their job was to stop them. They couldn't stop them, and this man throws more touchdowns than he had incompletions. 5 touchdowns, 21 for 25 total yards. That's passing and running over 350. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jackson is like, oh, don't forget about me. That's what he did this game. Like, don't forget about me. I now go to the other team.
Yeah.
My poor Giants. The only bright spot is Neighbors.
Yep.
Neighbors got his touchdown. Neighbor has surpassed another LSU alum, OBJ, for the rookie receptions. See, that's another thing. I don't want to hear him crying bitch and say he didn't get no passes. It just came at the wrong time. I'm gonna say that. And it seemed like him and Boyle, because that's who took over for DeVito, who was not concussed. Drew Lock is hurt, but he's still suited as an emergency. Boyle looked like he was comfortable. I'm not saying to have my hopes up, but for the rest of the year, keep Boyle in. At least Neighbors should get the ball.
Yeah.
But back to the Ravens. The Ravens, man. I think after the game they had last week, Jackson had all of this people. Josh Allen jumped over the MVP conversation. He took that personal.
Yep.
And he played like an MVP supposed to play.
Yeah, so, damn near perfect.
Damn near. Oh, yeah.
21 for 25, 290 yards.
Yeah, I should say that perfect on QBR. I don't really go in that stat, but the fact that it was that he played lights out. Shout out to his receivers for being wide the fuck open. And also shout out to Andrews. Andrews is the all-time leader in total touchdowns for the Ravens. Now I know everybody's saying, how's that? He only had 49. They do not count the Cleveland records. The Cleveland records stayed with Cleveland. Baltimore became a whole new team.
Yep.
So shout out to Mark Andrews for being an all-time leader. I think it's touchdown reception. I know it's total touchdown.
For touchdown for a tight end.
Yeah. Or receiver, period. 49. So shout out to him. Congratulations to him. That's why I'm glad they put this picture up. But you got anything to say about this game before we go to the next game?
Just that the Giants fell in it. They was in their outcast mode, because all game long they was saying, "Sorry, Mr. Jackson, I am for real."
They were not sorry. They just sorry. Sorry. What's going on, Spider? Spider said, "I need Baltimore to go ham." For the rest of the season, they gotta play lights out if they even come close to that division. Next,
We'll get to them like a little. I'll get to one main reason he's talking about it, especially on Saturday. But
yeah. We definitely gonna talk. And we talking about Saturday football, baby. Talking about Saturday football. Next game. We talk about this. Sorry to say, I need 20 Henry stiff arms and Mark Andrews to find superhero mode. We all do. Cincinnati, Tennessee. Talk about MVP performance.
Yeah.
Mr. Burrow. I wish the team would had a better record. I really do.
Yeah,
I really do.
actually, yeah, because they were in a lot of games this season. So
A lot. I mean, they could have beat Baltimore and Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They could have beat the Steelers. I forgot there was 2 more games they could have won, but they should be. They kind of. I think they still kind of in the hunt. I guess.
they could have beat
I
Kansas City.
guess. I don't know.
Actually,
It could be Kansas
there's
City.
danger of being eliminated. Yeah. Let's see. Pull up the schedule real quick.
4-4.
Yeah.
4-4 babies.
Should have beat the Patriots opening. Should have beat Kansas City. Actually, it was in the Commanders game, like kind of late. Could have even had the Chargers game if they didn't cough up that late touchdown. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
so they should have.
I mean, they had a lot of close games that should have won. At least they should have been conversation of playoffs. But this game right here, they look so different. They look like a team. They look like a team that was going to playoffs in this game. I know it's against Tennessee. I know, but Tennessee, they come to play sometimes. I think they just run out of gas.
Yeah.
I think their defense is all over Burrow.
Yeah.
And
I think they got a couple picks off of them.
yeah, I mean Tennessee's the kind of team that could hang in there. It's just I think,
especially if they had a quarterback.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be in the conversation for draft.
Yep.
But I mean, maybe they're a couple players away from a playoff contender team, and you in the fucking the South.
Yep.
You're in the South, so no disrespect to Houston and the Colts, but Tennessee could be in that conversation if they straighten the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right. But 37-27, Cincinnati. Yes, Chase had a great game. I think Higgins had a touchdown that game. So it was a great game for Cincinnati all around and survival mode. But 37-20.
Like I said, with their defense. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the defense. I don't know their identity. I don't know their identity, but they survived this game. Yeah. So, speaking of a survival game, I think the game was over at halftime. To be honest with you, the game was over at halftime. The reason it's close because of what happened to Patrick Mahomes. They had them 21-zip. If it wasn't for a long touchdown run from Ford, it would have been 21-zip.
Yep.
Winston was throwing interception after interception after interception, as he always do. Yes, I guess on here I call him the most entertaining player in the NFL because he is. He's a funny guy. I mean, if you get MVP for making people laugh, Winston would have had MVP. But he just constantly turned the ball over. I don't know how many turnovers they had in this game.
4.
Garrett got hurt. 4 turnovers.
Yeah. Let's see. They have 4 interceptions, 1 fumble, and they had a turnover on downs. And that's pretty much been the Browns' season. That's been their season. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah. I mean, another team that if they, I would have made a difference if Jameis Winston would have started the season. Possibly not. But I would say that the Browns would have been in a lot of games. They at least brought some competition. But yeah, this Kansas City Chiefs another win for them. But I said they took an L if this injury is serious
Yeah.
for Patrick Mahomes. If this
Yeah.
injury is if it's really serious, like they try to make it seem, week by week don't really mean nothing to me. Week by week tells me that hey, he might be he might they might go rest him for probably 2 weeks a week.
Yeah, if anything, I brought this up with on one of my other shows this week. It's like, yeah, we saw what happened 2 years ago with Mahomes in a bad ankle around this time of year. It was like teams, yeah, and I know like other teams are like having nightmares about it because it was like, man, we had this dude hurt, we had him dead to rights, and we let him off the hook.
I know a team. I know Philly saying that. I know
Cincinnati saying it.
Cincinnati, the Texans saying that.
Jaguars are saying it.
Oh man, that's why I don't know about this week by week thing. Saying he's hurt week by week, but he was limping kind of strong. And then they did put Carson Wentz in there.
Like I said, this has been his. And I think all three were on this. Was his left ankle that was hurt, right?
I'm trying to think of the hit. Yeah, it was his left.
Yeah, so it's the second time in like 3 years. Yeah, it's the second time in 3 years that ankle's been hurt, and I think third time in his career because I remember like one other game he like took that type of injury, but.
I think with him, one thing it's going to do is go slow him down.
Yeah.
Let me just like Patrick Mahomes is not scary mobile, but he can get those tough yards if needed.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those quarterbacks that you think he's going to scramble or you think he's going to slide and then fake you out. He plays within the rules. If that makes sense. He plays into the rules that okay, this fool is about to slide, but then he see you about to come in a certain level, he can get away with a hit or something like that. He's one of those guys. But for the rest of the team, this has not been a great offensive year for Kansas City. And again,
but the defense though.
Oh yeah, I got the defense. Steve Spicoli, you son of a bitch. That's still my guy. That's
he definitely.
Yeah, that's still my guy.
5 sack a day for him, and 5 sacks, 4 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, 1 recovered. Yeah.
That man played. That man. Don't get another head coach job. Stay on defense. Don't get another head coach job. Stay defensive coordinator. You're good at that. Next game. Those Commanders got a prayer. I'm sorry, Zig, if you watching. They got a prayer.
Yeah, 2-5-2.
This game should have. This game should at least went to overtime. I said this.
Yeah.
I said this when this game hurt. Your team ain't good enough. Now I'm talking about the Saints. Y'all not good enough for that 2-point conversion. Y'all should have kicked the field goal. I understand you don't want to. You didn't want to. Right. It was overtime. Give your team a chance. No. See, this is why he's an interim coach and he's not a head coach. Because if you was the head coach, you would took that down took that overtime. Trust your defense. They did an all right job. I ain't gonna say they did a bad job. They gonna say they did a great job. They did an all right job. They could have been blown out. And the fact that was the backup quarterback, right? That was
Rattler. Yeah, Spencer Rattler.
Right, from Oklahoma. Came in, got y'all in good position. That drive was masterful. I love that drive from him. Confident.
And especially after Washington missed a field goal right before that play.
Right before that. That supposed to have been the nail in the coffin.
Yep.
And you You, my friend, drive down there, got the ball in the end zone. I guess with you could say with time expired, and
Yeah,
all
with
you gotta do
3 seconds. Yeah.
about 3 seconds. All you gotta do is keep that extra point overtime. Give your team a chance to find themselves and give them a chance to win. You want to gamble because that's the most exciting thing to do. You want to gamble. Fuck the gamble. You should have took that overtime opportunity. You never know. Y'all could have, especially in this overtime format. Y'all could have got a touchdown off that. Y'all could have stopped it. We got a field goal off that. You don't know what's gonna happen overtime. You should have took a chance at that. But you took a chance on two. Gutsy. Very gutsy. And every time you do a gutsy call like this, either you're a hero when you make it, or you the clown if you fail.
Man.
And you the clown because you failed.
Yep.
Hey, if y'all would have made that shit, we would be talking very differently right now.
That's the risk teams take when they try to go high risk, high reward. It's like sometimes
They
sometimes
Jeff Hardy
the guts don't give you the guts don't give you the glory.
They Jeff Hardy did.
Yep.
That's it. For Washington though,
Keeps them alive, but barely. Well, at least for the East anyway.
Actually,
alive for the playoffs.
Yeah, for the playoffs. I don't think they're gonna get the division. I don't. The only way they're gonna get the division if them themselves beat the Eagles and the Eagles lose the next 3 games.
Yep.
I don't see it. You ain't get no help from the Giants to tell you that for a minute. You ain't get no help from the Giants at all. So and they got to win now. So
Yep.
But they still in the conversation. They still got the spot for right now, but they did not clinch that spot. So Washington hang on 20-19 in the dome. Next game, them damn Cowboys came to Carolina.
Yep.
And they looked for real. Parsons played like a all pro that he's supposed to be. He didn't play like a podcaster that's got a football uniform. He played like a goddamn all pro. I'm gonna give him his credit. I give him hell when he get on my nerves, but I give him credit this game. Cooper Rush actually looked like he's the starting quarterback. And CeeDee Lamb. Shout out to him. CeeDee Lamb went over 1,000 yards this game. I think that is the fourth year in a row.
Yeah.
Him. So you got anything to say about this game?
Yeah. Congratulations. The real congratulations to this game goes to someday I guarantee nobody had on their bingo card at any point this season. Rico Dowdle. Yeah. Rico No Suave Dowdle. Yeah, got 149 yards rushing.
Wait, hold on. Who?
That's right. Rico Dowdle.
Well, is this his second time? This is his second time go over 100 yards?
I think so.
He went over 100 yards against us Thanksgiving. And he went over 100 yards against this Panthers defense. Yeah. I still say the Cowboys got to get a running back.
Yeah.
He's not it. Yeah, good. He got 100 yards. He's not that guy. Zeke is not the guy that he used to be.
He's good. Maybe be a solid number 2 back.
You know what? I'm going old school. He'd be a solid third down back. If that's still a position on Madden, it is. But he'd be a solid third down back if he wanted. But I mean, shout out to him. Good. He went over what you said, 140?
Yeah, 149 yards.
Woo! He had a day. But again, that was a Panthers defense. You know, they're in the bottom of the barrel of Russian defense, so the Cowboys took advantage of it. And for the Panthers, I don't think I got anything good to say about the Panthers at all in this game. They had a nice long pass play that kept the game in the beginning. 83-yarder. Other than that, that was like 8. That was a dope ass pass. But other than that, game was done.
They good, bro. Yeah, as a fact. Yeah, especially on Dallas's defense to talk about teams who don't have good rushing defense. Yeah, for once, the Cowboys' rushing defense actually showed up because they held, let's see, and then 60, the
But
60 yards for the Panthers between all the rushing.
I'm about to say you got to remember though, this Panthers also had a 2 running back system where you know who you had to defend. You knew for a fact that Herbert was the guy. You take him out the game, we don't know who they back with, so or who they back with now because Moody I think his name is Moody. He's out for the season.
Yeah, and then thought Miles Sanders is still on this team, but I guess that.
I mean,
Rodney Blackshear.
Yeah. But that's just tell you right there, like, okay, he's no threat. He could have had a game that would surprise us, but Cowboys like, no, we gonna take Herbert out. We're gonna have Bryce beat us. We want Bryce to beat us.
Let's see. Yeah, that's right. I forgot Sanders is hurt.
Yeah, it's a lot of teams. This 17 or 18 week schedule is hard, man. I mean, I don't know why you people want 20 game seasons. No. I don't care about record breaking. You gotta worry about these people health. Yeah. They're not surviving 18 weeks and they get a bye.
Yeah. And 2 if they make the playoff or
right. If they make that first string, that's about it. Like, come on, it's a hard season. But those Cowboys come into North Carolina, that is, and beat the Panthers 30-14. Next game we got them Jets going to Florida, Duval, and come out with a victory. This man that's on the cover right now, Mr. Adams. We had to remember who you was, my friend. And he showed out. He had a nice 71-yard touchdown pass. In his career, I don't know how many receivers got it, but he's one of them now. 100 touchdown receptions for Devontae. I don't know. Is it a little bit? It's definitely too late for the Jets, but for Aaron Rodgers, you think Aaron Rodgers got one more season in a Jets uniform that now he got the receiver core he could trust?
Yeah.
Or we stand by why?
Yeah, I think he's got one more year, but it's going to be a one final one. No, but yeah,
I don't know.
Aaron's because let's say Aaron's facing father time right now because he just turned 40. I think.
Yeah.
Thinking like we've known the clock was ticking for a while, like even back during the tail end of his Green Bay run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's definitely
I have 41. So guess what? Yeah, so he just turned 41 a couple weeks ago. So yeah.
Oh yeah, he definitely got one more, maybe 2. I want to say 2, maybe 2, but with the Jets, I think this. If they look good, I ain't say they gotta win out because they're not winning to go anywhere. But if they look good offensively, he might stay one more year. If they start looking terrible and don't get him no offensive line, he's gone. He's done. But this game, they look offensively, they look good. Defensively, probably all right since they fired their head coach. But for the Jaguars, first of all, shout out to the Jaguars for this one reason. They wore their throwback uniforms. Their first uniforms that they had when they first came out 30 years ago. Yes, I forgot. This is the 30-year anniversary for the Panthers and the Jaguars. And that shit look, I was like, oh shit. He did. Matt Jones looked like Burnell in one play. He did. But other than that, let me just say this about Matt Jones. And I'm very disappointed in Matt Jones. I liked him in college. I thought he was going to be the next franchise quarterback with the Patriots. He's cocky for no damn reason. Like you very cocky for no damn reason. Like I could
Oh,
deal with Baker Mayfield being cocky like this
yeah.
because he could back it up when the time is right. I can't deal with Matt Jones being cocky and you haven't done shit. Yeah,
Uh,
did you make the one playoffs? Yes, you did. You made it to
Yeah.
one playoffs like your whole career. One.
Well, in fairness, look why he has some of that cockiness. Remember what school he came from?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? No, I say with that, I say with this. All the quarterbacks that came from that school, you gotta be the most disrespectful one. The reason why I say that because everybody else, either the ones that made it and the ones that didn't, never act this cocky. Again, did not do shit. He did not do shit to deserve to be cocky like this. But hey, if he's trying to bring some excitement and sell tickets, do what you gotta do. Just don't do nothing that cost you to go to jail or anything like that. But the Jets, Aaron Rodgers, the Jets go into Jacksonville 32-25. It was actually a great game from 2-3 win teams.
Yeah.
That's not going nowhere. So shout out to this game. Who's trying to be exciting.
Yeah,
Next
but in reality, I think the Jaguars wound up winning because, well, they wound up getting a better pick now.
We will get there when we get there, sir.
Yeah.
This game right here, Texans against the Dolphins, actually was a close game, as you can see by the score. But watching the game, I don't know who on defense, who the defensive coordinator for Houston. Boy, they had a number. They had a number. Like that key interception in the game over. Took he didn't catch the ball. He snatched the ball from Tyreek for the interception.
Like Debo snatched it.
Like this snatch, like it was his chain. Like give me that. Tua again at I don't know how many weeks we said this shit. I told everybody he gonna forget that slide shit. I don't know how many times he dove head first. Like this dude not getting it, but he's gonna be another. I see it coming. I see it coming. It's gonna be another one. I ain't gonna say the word, but because I mean I'm trying to wish it on him, but it's gonna be another one if he need to play smart. But they had no rushing offense this game. I don't even know how many interceptions he threw. I think 3, 2 or 3.
Yeah. Let's see.
Two.
Yeah, no, he did 3.
3 interceptions. What's going on, Derek? Derek said it's very hard to take Houston seriously. I'm gonna say this: it's not on the defensive side. Yeah, but if they have their offense healthy, if they have Mixon, have Nick Collins, if they would have had Diggs, gotta remember Diggs is out.
Yep.
Their offense will make them serious. Right now, I can't. I might have to agree with you as a whole, but with this win, they clinch. They clinch their division.
Yep, but also something else had to happen, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, but I will say this first. First of all, by the way, it's Matt Burkett who's their defensive coordinator, and for those who don't know who Matt Burkett is, he was actually he's been a journeyman
coordinator.
Yeah, journeyman coordinator and linebacker. Yeah, who's the linebackers coach with the Lions and the Bengals, and ironically enough, the Dolphins. He's also their defensive coordinator for a couple of years. Also been with the Eagles and the Cardinals. So, like I say, he was a journeyman guy. So.
I mean, let's just say he's seen a lot. Let's say that he's seen a lot, but I mean, he did his deep. Ooh, shit! I'm watching something else, but his defense did a good job with the Dolphins, and you can't say he didn't, man. The Dolphins had all their weapons. They had Waddle, they had Hill, they had their running backs. You know, all speed on that offensive side, and that new receiver, I forgot his name, number 9, who was the hero for the Jet game last week. He showed out this game, but they were still close. They still had a chance if it wasn't for that game-saving interception. But like my bro Reese said, you know, they clinched. They still had to get help. They had to do their part, which win the game, which they did, 20-12 to the next game. Now
there's actually one extra thing with the Texans before we get to this next game. That nice to see that there was no extra defensive issues after Al-Shahir's suspension.
Yeah. Well, you know what's crazy about, since you brought that up? Someone came back that game. Their leading tackler came back. Kind of coincidence. It's kind of scary. Their leading tackler came back for this game, and they look like a different defense.
Yep.
The battle, the Pennsylvania Bowl.
Yep.
Eagles, Pittsburgh. Now let me say this. This was my game of the week, part 1.
Yep.
This was it. And they did not disappoint. Reason being, I had a feeling the Steelers was not going to come out offensively ready. The Eagles defense has been I'm going to say lights out, but they have been tunnel vision.
Yep.
They've been tunnel vision for a long time, and they don't get their fucking due at all, right? And then all this talk about, I knew that it was going to be that situation. You're going to talk about passing. You're going to talk about, we don't get the ball. And AJ, and I'm going to say this about you, AJ. Really, I'm going to say this about you, AJ. Because the press conference after this game, you're going to say, I don't know. The media said this, the media said, no. You said that. You opened the door for the media to go there.
Because they asked you a question, you answered it.
You answered it. And it's fucking, I forgot her name on Fox. She said it perfectly. It's live on 4K. You said that. Because y'all was winning.
Carson Aaron.
I think that's her name. Y'all winning. So why would they even bring up issues when y'all winning?
Yep. Oh,
you brought it up.
Shannon said the same thing yesterday on First Take.
Now we all saying this shit. You brought up saying it was an issue. Then you got a teammate who's out, who possibly gonna retire, who's all out for the season, saying the same thing. So y'all made the issue about something that y'all shouldn't have been the issue at all, because y'all found a way to win. If the passing ain't working, the running was working, the defense is playing good, y'all winning. But there's always something, because wide receivers, by history, are prima donnas if they don't get that ball. And you are a prima donna. You are a solid big man that whines when he don't get the ball. And I get it. You are all pro. You're a Pro Bowl caliber wide receiver. You want that ball. You're damn right. You better say something, but not the way you went. So what happens this game? Everything's happy, joy. Why? Because you got the ball. You got your touchdown. Y'all want to do kid and play shit and all that other shit. It was a fix.
Yeah.
It was a fix.
Yeah. And not only that, but here's the other thing. Yeah. This is a game where Saquon really wasn't a factor. Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
At all. Like I think this is the first week in a long time. You no one's talking about Saquon rushing.
Nope.
I don't know. Did he even go over 100 yards?
No. He only had 65.
And I'm going to talk about that for a minute too, because
I know, because like I said, being the Pennsylvania guy of the squad, I'm familiar with both teams, and you saw what the Steelers did against Derrick Henry a couple weeks ago. You should know the Eagles should. And matter of fact, I'll say this, and I'll give credit to Nick Sirianni. I think he knew that Saquon wasn't going to be that much of a factor, so he had to get Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. All of them had to sit together and discuss, hey guys, we got to really be on our ball when it comes to the passing, because we know how the Steelers like to stop the run.
And,
And,
I mean, I think that's why I say I think it's a fix.
yep.
Y'all put this out because no one asked for this. So now you got the football world or the Steeler world thinking that there's problems because this and that because y'all had a bad game of passing, but y'all still won. So okay, they got a problem with pass. I'm not saying the Steelers did this, by the way. I just talking shit. But okay, okay, we don't really have to worry about passing because they're not gonna worry about passing. They got an MVP candidate. Barkley, we know we can stop the run a lot, but surprise, Steelers, and y'all got to hit. Now the Steelers got a history of this shit. When they do have, they don't show no respect to the passing game. They get smoked.
Mm-hmm.
They got smoked this game.
Yep.
They got smoked this game.
I guess Devontae got him too.
Little Devontae. Everybody like to clown Devontae because he's a little small guy, but this is one of the prolific receivers of this generation. I don't give a fuck. No one says fucking Heisman Trophy winner, national championship, 2-time national championship winner. Could have been a Super Bowl champion, but it is what it is. He's a perfect route runner. You got to watch your eye on him. So you got physical dominance on one end. You got smooth route runner on the other end. You got nice tight end. I'm gonna say good tight end, not nice. Good tight end, and you got dangerous running back. And your line is possibly one of the best line in the league.
And not to mention that defense too.
Right. And then that defense, that defense that don't get enough flowers that they should. Y'all right now, and also on a 7-8 game winning streak.
Yeah. Actually now 10.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
10 game winning streak?
Yep.
Wait. They're 12-2?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 game winning streak. 10 game winning streak. NFC need to watch out because y'all might be heading to Philadelphia during the playoffs. I put it like this: you'd rather have Detroit or Minnesota get that 1 seed because you have Philly get that 1 seed. Y'all gonna play outside Northeast football.
Sure.
If no one know what fucking outside Northeast football is in January and February, go up there. Just go up there for a day or two and stay.
Trust me, the Vikings know about that. For like the Vikings know about that for the last time the Phils.
The Vikings know about that. And I mean, if you go back to the history of Vikings, the Vikings that used to be their whole thing. You had to come to Minnesota in the outside cold to play them, and that's how they went to 4 Super Bowls. I ain't say they won any of them, but you know what I mean. So
yeah, that's why a lot of people are glad they got that dome now.
Right. So you want Detroit because this team right here has been finding ways to win and consistent, and they are the hottest team in the NFC now, thanks to what's coming up.
And here's the other thing. Actually, 2 other things. Number 1, they actually out-Steelered the Steelers in their own game because we know the Steelers like to get turnovers, but in this case, it was Cooper DeJean getting the fumble off Najee Harris. Number 1.
That was a key thing too.
And then number 2, since we talked about that Steelers defense, TJ Watt hurt in that game, and usually when TJ goes, that's how the Steelers defense usually goes too.
Did not hear anything about his injury. Did not see anything, so that might be a plus. That might be a plus, but he did not return. He did not return after I think it was a leg injury. I think it was a leg or a hip, one or the other. It was not upper. It was not an upper injury.
Yeah. It was, I think it was an ankle.
Yeah, so he better rest up now, and he better be 100 because we already know what's the next game. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But Eagles survive. Eagles are now, if I'm not mistaken, because of strength of schedule, I think they are the number 1 seed. I think. No, they're not.
2.
They're still 2, but they're tied. So anything can happen for the next 2-3 weeks. Next game. Tampa Bay is just rolling.
Yep.
They flew all the way to the West Coast, to LA, and embarrass my former coach, Jim Harbaugh.
Mm.
40-17. That is bad. And not only that, we got 3 more weeks. Can he do it? And I'm talking about Mike Evans. Mike Evans is trying to get 1,000 yards so he can have 11 straight seasons of 1,000 yards. And this game
definitely
he
put a case
balled
for
the
Les.
fuck out.
Yeah, and let's not
Huh?
remember Evans coming back from a lower leg injury himself.
Right. And he got 3. He's at 7. I think he's at 749 or 759. He got 3 weeks. It could take 2 games over 100 yards, but count this 2 games. He can get that 1,000 yards. You got your secondary got really shut down Mike Evans for him not to get it, and I don't see it happening. I'm just keeping the buck. I don't see it happening, but if they're lucky enough to find a secondary like the Chargers, they might do it. The Chargers did not. The Chargers didn't look like they showed up at all. They left their front door open, and the Buccaneers walked into their house and put their muddy boots all over their furniture, and it did not look good. And first of all, Baker Mayfield, right, as I said earlier about a guy that deserved to be cocky, that could be cocky and back it up. Baker Mayfield could be cocky because he know how to back it up. Now, sometimes when he get humbled, he need to learn how to be humbled. But they on a 4-game winning streak, if I'm not mistaken, and they on top of their division right now.
Yeah, thanks to Atlanta's late season slide.
Right. So another division that anything can happen right now. Yep. And right now the Bucs are in charge. Probably got a 1-game lead on them. We'll see on the standings when we get there. Yep. But good time. It's a good time to catch on fire. If NFL history states when your momentum is going like this, close to the end of the season, and you bring that to the playoffs, man, anything can happen. Keep your eye on the Bucs. 40-17. Chargers go down. We're gonna talk about that division soon too. Next game. Was there any doubt?
Not really.
Oh man.
Although with the way the Cardinals have played at home, sometimes there could have been a little bit. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't see the pick. See, now that's the thing. If this was like a couple years ago, we probably said, "Oh, this is an upset," but it's not the same Patriots at all. First year head coach, but this is a career day for Mr. Connors Tank. I like to call him Tank. Yep. He just ran all over the Patriots. My God, right? It took like at least 3 or 4 people to bring him down. Sure. At least. I think, did Murray get hurt in this game?
I believe. I think they just took him out because it was like.
I kind of think I think he got hit, and then he came out. Well, I don't know was it a serious injury or not at all. For the Patriots though, let's just say, listen, we got a first-year head coach, we got a rookie quarterback.
Yep.
I'm not expecting playoffs. I'm not expecting playoffs from this team at all.
Yeah.
I was expecting rebuild. Yep. You know, I will see next year what happens, especially when Drake get a full season under his belt. So, well, I did not think, and I know I didn't say the Cardinals was going to lose this game. I know I didn't say that.
Yeah, but I was like, and then this is giving new meaning to the Wild West, because now it's like, man, at one point we thought they were going to win the division, then we thought they was going, then we thought, now they might find themselves not making the playoffs, and now here they are right back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And it takes
that's why after we talk about the Sunday night game, but I digress. Anyhow.
Yeah, we like this that division, the NFC West.
Yeah.
It's really going to the wire. That's
Yeah.
that's definitely week 18 situation. So we definitely gotta see what's going on there. Next game, the damn Broncos. Now, the reason, since now we can talk about it, the reason why the Texans are the division champs is because of this game.
Yep.
It's a lot of things I can talk about because that score right there does not do it justice.
Yeah.
The Colts was winning this game, and they could have had stole all the confidence out of Broncos of one play in particular. John Taylor's touchdown got tossed, said it didn't count. Said it was a touchback. He dropped the ball before hitting the end zone. Now that is questionable to me because I watched that jump. I watched that replay. I don't know how many times, and I'm trying he probably one angle he dropped it right on the line. Another angle he dropped it a yard before he hit the line. But it was a touchback, which took the points off, and the commentating team tried to make it seem like it was all his fault of why they lost. When I think that's one of the things why they lost. That's the whole thing. He's part of it. He's not the reason why they lost the whole game. So we're not gonna blame that little fancy shit y'all try to do and homeboy intercept the pass and took it to the house. We're not gonna say nothing about that. Don't try to blame it on the running back, okay? Because he's part of the reason why he lost. Okay, part. That's just 6 points out of the 31-13. So let's say they still scored 31 points. You still lost. You still lost 31-19 or 31-20. That's not fair. That's not fair to Taylor. It's not. But the Broncos, I think the Broncos, the first team that scored 31 points and did not have was under 200 yards total offense.
Yeah, it's been a while since that last happened, but yeah.
Good defense though. Great, good defense. And Bo Nix your offensive MVP or your offensive rookie of the year?
Ooh, I said it's tight between him and Jay Daniels. It's tight right now.
Oh yeah.
And hold on, I'm watching this play in the assignment right now. Yeah, I'm watching this play as you're talking about this too. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's one angle. You know what I'm saying? One angle looked like he dropped it at the line, and another angle, I guess it's the true angle on the side where the ball is at. You see where he dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but people need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Another game. I think Houston, the Houston game, the same thing happened. Dude caught an interception, should have been pick six, and he dropped the ball and touchback. Y'all need to start doing this shit. Like college, NFL.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, I thought back to what's my boy's name that used to be on the Deshaun Jackson when he
Jackson on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, and that one was a clear. He let go of the ball before he crossed the.
Yeah, I mean, especially in these games, especially these days with contracts are sensitive. You want to make sure that ball across the line. Like, listen,
that's fact. I'm saying this. I'm making sure that ball is against my chest, and until I'm like 5 yards past the end zone.
Fuck, man, listen. If you got color,
I'll take it. I'm even out of bounds. I'm like, y'all can be sure I know this.
I'm running all the way to the back to the fucking play clock.
Yep.
The ball. I'm high on the play clock, so I know I passed. Then I fucking celebrate. I'm looking back all the way back. I don't remember no one doing that stupid shit. And we had a lot of greats that used to show off before they get to the end zone. Deion Sanders, Murray Hanks, all of them.
Yeah.
They never dropped the ball. They made sure they crossed that line. Michael Irvin, all you know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know why they started doing that shit.
No,
But
like I said, it started with D-Jack.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. But we just took the light off the Broncos here. The Broncos are still in playoff contention. They did not clinch the playoffs, but they had a strong case that they could finish strong. 31-13 for the Broncos. Next game.
Yeah, but I'll say that's like if you want to give me a case for a defensive player, yeah, I'd say Pat Surtain would definitely be a candidate.
Oh yeah, he reminds me of his father so much. I was just looking at his father's football card last night too.
Part 2.
This game, this is game of the week. Game of the week part 2 here. Just a simple fact, everybody, the Bills exposed the lines. No. Because if the Bills exposed the lines, that score right there would have been a whole bunch different. But what they did was they took advantage of the Lions. They took advantage of the Lions' aggressiveness and made some big plays. Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you what though. Shay, my favorite national treasure. I'm gonna steal one of your phrases. This score right here, don't be fooled by it. It was empty calories for the Lions. This was empty calories because this game was not even close to what this final score indicated. Especially, and I know everybody's been talking about it, but I'm like, you know how Force, we brought this up earlier with the Commander Saints game. Oh, had the Lions pulled off this play, we call them a GOAT. But in this case, we talked about the hero. We all know the onside kick, which, by the way, I had to admit something. I did not know about this before the season started, but with the onside kicks that now you do have to report them.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, if you need to pull a surprise onside, that's the one thing I'm like sometimes with the NFL that gets me. That's one of the most beautiful things about onside kicks is that if your opponents ain't seeing them coming, then it's like you already have a bad enough time when they do know it's coming.
And they took that away from the game, and I don't like that. I mean, at first, like I said, I had to learn this new format.
And you can't do them before the fourth quarter either.
No, you can't if you do it. If you try to do a short kick, you get penalized for that.
Yeah,
you gotta go past a certain
the 30-yard line.
I like, man. Listen, y'all like taking it. Everybody's trying to make the exception, saying, "Oh, it's exciting, gives a kicker a chance, kick returner a chance to return for more yards and all that stuff." Great, cool. We've seen some good returns this year, but like you just said, you take the excitement from the onside kick because now you guys tell the referee, "Oh, we're gonna do an onside kick," which gives the other team a chance to. I'm gonna say this though, they're already ready for it.
Yep.
They are because you already got them lined up pretty much 10 yards apart. So you already got them ready for the onside kick regardless. But I don't know. But like you say about this game right here, that score does not tell the whole story. Yeah. It looks like it was a close game. It looked like it was a back and forth. But the Bills had them. Oh shit, what was that?
Okay. That wasn't okay.
Okay, we're good. All right. But the Bills had them beat the whole game.
Yeah.
Detroit did not have a lead in this game.
Didn't even tie it.
Didn't tie it. They couldn't sniff a tie.
Let me get. Yeah, they couldn't get them a tie on Father's Day, but I don't.
We digress.
But let me drop this. Let me drop this one on you. No, it's the last time that happened with the Lions.
What that?
That they didn't tie or lead in a game.
No. Been a long time.
Week 7 last season when they got cooked in Baltimore.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the
Wow.
last time the Lions did not have a tie, much less a lead in a game.
Let me tell you the bright spot in this situation. Their offense was still producing.
Yep.
Back then, again, I like always say this, especially this season. It's not the same Lions team, but if that don't prove that this is not the same Lions team, that their offense, even at this time, was keeping them in the game, was trying to bring them back in the game, right?
Yeah.
And Golf played an awesome game. I'm not. They lost. I get it, but the throw for damn near he was 5 yards away from 500, 5 touchdowns and no interceptions is remarkable. You would thought he won the game, but he didn't.
Yeah, like normally you
Because-
put those types of numbers up, you
Yeah.
should. But then again, this is the previous week when Allen had like 6 overall touchdowns, 3 rushing and 3 passing, and had like similar numbers, but then he didn't win his.
Right, if you had like a blindfold and we just put the stats up, you're like, yeah, that's the winning quarterback. No. So, but I know probably a Detroit fan will try to say, why is Golf not in the MVP conversation? He might could be. You never know. This has been an outstanding season for him. It's been a long time since Golf had this season, this kind of season. I think since that Rams went to the Rams Super Bowl.
Yeah, for like sophomore year.
Yeah, so this has been a great season for him, but it was not enough for this game, and plus they lost 2 players, one on defense and
lost Knuckles.
Montgomery. So they put all the struggle on Gibbs. Not struggle.
They've been losing people. They've been losing people ever since Hutchinson's injury.
The numbers of
Their
injuries.
defense is like just on the defense alone.
Let me say this for anybody that I remember Aaron Glenn when he was the cornerback for the Jets. I talked to that dude constantly when I was little. And he gave me some tips at the corner. He will find a way. He was under Bill Parcells, okay? Yeah. He was under Bill Belichick's defense. Nobody don't want, if y'all won't remember that, Bill Belichick was the defensive coordinator for the Jets. He might find a way. This is not the end of Detroit, but it's a bad time. Like we said earlier, it's never a good time to have injuries, but it's a bad time to mount the amount of injuries Detroit is having, especially on the defensive side.
Yep.
So we want you to play hard, and we don't want them to lay off. But if this goes start the downside of their season and they lose the first playoff game, we know why.
Yeah.
We know why. But Buffalo end, before we go to the next game, which is the Sunday night game. Buffalo, of course, they already clinched their division, and they are looking for that number 1 seed. If they play off, that they're in the AFC, NFC. If they continue playing off, and all they need is the Chiefs to lose 1 time, they are no 1 seed.
Not twice.
No. They got the tiebreaker.
Nah, because remember, Kansas City's 13-1. Remember?
I know the Buffalo
Bills had 3 losses.
They do.
Yeah, because the Rams game last week.
Oh yeah, damn it. Yeah. Everybody do standards next. But anyway.
But I gotta say this though.
Yeah, but they stay. Yeah.
Josh Allen. Yeah, let me tell you who should really get the MVP. Joe Brady. Because, I know it's weird to give an offensive coordinator MVP, but in this case, the fact that he is Josh Allen protecting the football, something Allen's been lampooned, and everything else in between during his time at in Buffalo. Career low in interceptions. He's only thrown 5 this year. Career low in fumbles this year. He's only had 5, with only 2 lost. And not to mention, I believe he's only been sacked 13 times this season, another career low for him. That Joe Brady has gotten this offense to where now Josh Allen ain't making those mistakes that we've been accustomed to being the reasons why we could possibly worry about Buffalo in the postseason. But I still got to say this. Now the question marks towards that defense. Like, can they shape up? Because look, the last 2 weeks, they've given up 86 points the last 2 weeks.
Ooh, jeez, that's ooh. Yeah, but 2 games back to back with 40 points. Yeah, 40 points y'all lost, but 40 points over 40 points y'all won. But that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. But shout out to them for, I guess, right now. I think everybody think they exposed the Lions. I like no, they exposed the Lions. They exposed the Lions, but they outscored the Lions definitely. So now this is the guy I guess you wanted to talk about, the primetime game here.
Yep.
Packers, Seahawks. They had them 14-0.
Yep.
In Seattle.
Yep. Actually,
I did not see that coming.
Oh, I did. Because you got to remember, the Packers in Seattle have not had a very good history.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's why I didn't see it coming.
You got to think back to that Monday night game when the referee called touchdown when it was clear 2 Packers had an interception. That one NFC Championship game when the Seahawks fans was leaving the stadium with 5 minutes left to go, but then the Hawks came back, forced overtime and won.
Right. I did not. I'm telling you, not because I like the offense. I like Jacobs. Jacobs did his thing in this game. Jordan Love did his thing in this game. The defense, that surprised me. And again, they probably got a defensive player of the year in McKinley. But the defense showed out. And
7
Geno
sacks.
do shit.
Yes,
Bro,
7 sacks, 2 picks. Yeah.
They couldn't get to Metcalf. The ball could not get to Metcalf. I mean, they had the one rushing touchdown for like 40-something yards. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Geno was not an impact in this game. Metcalf was not an impact in this game. The Packers defense, the all-white Packers. And that's not a race joke, by the way. They wore all white in this game. And they outplayed, outcoached the Seahawks. Point blank.
Matter of fact, you would have thought the visitors were the Legion of Boom, because while Geno and Sam Howell were getting racked up all game, Jordan Love, they couldn't touch him.
Couldn't touch them. And the Packers is another team that's hot, right? But I ain't gonna say hot like in the winning streaks, but they cooking.
Yeah.
And they finally
consistencies, and I'll say that.
Yeah, consistency. But they're cooking right now, and they won this game. Again, another team that they didn't clinch their playoff spot, or did they?
They have not yet, but they can in a little bit. We'll talk.
And they can, and they I think they're going to, because the NFC right now, it's going to be 3 teams from the North. It's definitely going to be 3 teams from the North.
So one of them late.
This year, my guy, what's going on? That's our boy, one and only. But yeah, the Packers did their thing, came in and put that work in on the Seahawks. Doubleheader last night. Minnesota. This game was very emotional.
Yep.
And if you don't know,
shout out Randy,
the greatest wide receivers of the 2000s and of all time, Randy Moss, was diagnosed with cancer. He is a cancer survivor. They took care of it. They caught it before it spread. If
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna do a little short thing for Randy right now. Randy Moss, born and raised West Virginia, uh, could have went to Florida State, but some legal troubles fucked that up. So he went to Marshall. I thank God he went to Marshall because that just shows you how good he is. How good he is, because no one didn't give Marshall no type of credit around that time, and Randy did, and then all of a sudden everybody want to watch Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Leftwich came out of there, Pennington came out of there, a lot of I forgot. I think Bradshaw came from there too. But Randy was the first one in a long time that someone said Marshall's the shit. Okay. Dude came out, drafted by Minnesota. Rookie season, he said he gonna get all the teams that didn't draft him, especially the Cowboys. If you remember that historic Thanksgiving game where he only caught 3 catches, all 3 of them was for touchdowns, long touchdowns, 3 catches, 198 yards with 3 touchdowns. He was he's still relevant to this day because if you catch the ball over a receiver, they call it you got Moss because of Randy Moss. Randy Moss got signed with the Raiders for two seasons. Everybody thought he was done. So he went to the Patriots, broke a record for touchdown receptions, which was like 23.
Yep.
Played in the Super Bowl, got him a Super Bowl touchdown. They didn't win, but he still played with the Patriots. Then something happened.
Yeah, perfect season spoiled
I didn't want to bring that up, but
Los Gigantes.
He got into a mid-season trade, went to Tennessee mid-season trade, back to Minnesota. You thought he was retired? Nope. He came back with the 49ers, had another opportunity at the Super Bowl. We all know what happened there. Yeah. He retired. I think he's the second all-time leader in receptions, third all-time leader in reception touchdowns behind Jerry Rice and T.O. Hall of Famer. I'm glad to hear that he's okay. So last night game in Minnesota was another team that wore all white at home. Destroyed the Bears. Destroyed the Bears.
These days, that ain't all that hard to do.
Yeah, no, not now, but
I say at the beginning of the season it wasn't, but yeah. But I love Justin Jefferson giving a shout out to Randy.
It was emotional for the get go. I had to watch off my phone because you know what I was doing. It was Monday night. I watched Raw, so I look at it and it got emotional from the coin toss. When you see Jake Reed and Chris Carter holding his jersey, it got the emotions went on there from there. Jefferson caught the touchdown pass, did the gritty and a Moss celebration. Akers and Jones scored rushing touchdowns. The defense did what defense does. Sam Darnold won 12 games with the Vikings.
Comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year. If he don't win that, what the fuck is wrong with you, NFL? That is comeback. That's the definition of comeback player of the year. Y'all called this man a bust. He was a bust with the Jets and the Carolina Panthers. 12 games. I don't know what he gonna do if they win the 1 seed. If they go to Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck. He's comeback player of the year. There's nobody else in the league that deserved that award. Not one. No, not one. He is the comeback player of the year. On the other side, I said something about offensive rookie of the year. Mr. Williams, you're not getting it. But I'd hope he don't have a confidence meltdown, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. He's one of those guys that he gets emotionally damaged. If you remember his last year in college. If you remember his last year in college, you know what I'm talking about. So hopefully, I don't know, with the Bears history, they'll find the right coach for him.
Yep.
And I mean, he got weapons. I don't know if it's the defense, but he got weapons on the offensive side. So I don't know what else to say about the Chicago Bears except for see you next year. They are eliminated.
Yeah. And matter of fact, speaking of the Vikings, also, actually, I meant to mention this one. Well, this result mute point, but Vikings also clinched playoff spot thanks to the, ironically enough, the Packers winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the next segment. I got you on that one. Yeah.
But still, though, Vikings showed out, and this is another team where you got to keep your eyes on because they're quietly on a 7-game winning streak.
And they're right behind Detroit.
Yep.
And they both got the same record.
Yep.
Like we said earlier, that match go flex whoever's the Sunday night game. Whoever's the Sunday night game, it's gonna flex them. Like, nah, y'all about to play 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock. We want this game. It means something.
Yep.
It means something. So Vikings, that was the first half. The second half, they survived. When they should have blew out the Raiders this game. They had multiple opportunities to take this game and kill the Raiders' hopes and dreams. I don't know. Talk about confidence.
Getting the number 1 pick.
Wait. Talk about confidence though. What's going on with Kirk Cousins' confidence?
Kirk Cousins' confidence, it's about as noticeable as Manti Te'o's girlfriend from there, bro. That's really hey, sorry folks, we went there. I know
he went that far. Oh shit. Oh shit. But
hey, we go.
I mean,
we go there, folks. We go there.
I'm looking at the game like, yo, the first drive, he looked like, all right, there it is. Get the confidence going. Nice touchdown pass. After that, he throw interceptions again, and to the point they're like, yo, I think they ran the ball. They doubled the amount of rushing attempts they did in this game because they ain't want him to throw the ball no more.
Yeah, I was like, Kirk was looking like that dude, like how he was in Washington, like before he went to Minnesota. That's where he was kind of headed right now. Yeah, because I remember because I was like, at one point I was looking at him as a potential comeback player of the year, but like especially after these last four out of the last 5 weeks, nah. And if they would have lost this game, whoo!
Oh, they would have lost this game. I think the Bucks would definitely have good control of the division. Now, thanks to them winning this game, hopefully this will build some type of confidence. I ain't gonna say momentum because y'all just won a game after having a long losing streak, but at least some confidence. Like, hey, we're still in this division. Thank God, But this game was dead ugly. Now, on the flip side, as you saw earlier, what Stormy said,
take for Shador.
The crowd is telling you this. Take Ziggy.
Zig.
Yes, they are. It's scary. They should have won this game.
Like I said, if like I was getting ready to say before we got all that, if they would have lost this game, Kirk Cousins would not have been allowed back in the state of Georgia.
Oh no. Well, see, this is the beauty thing I like. What I like about Kirk Cousins starting. We all know who's behind him. And this is a learning tree. Not saying that but this is how, to me, all rookie quarterbacks. I don't care if the starting quarterback is a bum. Should be behind someone so they can see, hey, this is what you gotta deal with. I hope you can know how to read the fences and all that stuff. What you say there, Zig? What you say there? Falcons is literally pissing the division away. They should have won this division weeks ago. But bro, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. They lucky to still be in the conversation right now.
And like I said, here's the sad part: the one team who's a threat to them, they have the tiebreaker on, but it doesn't do any good if they're behind that team now.
Right. It's and I think they do got a rematch, right?
Nope.
Oh, they swept them. They swept them. They swept them. So your ass not only needs to win out, you need help.
Yep.
To beat the team that you swept. So this gonna be the longest 3 weeks in Atlanta Falcons history.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you. So that was week 15, and these are the standings. These are the standings right here. We're going with the NFC. Of course, those Eagles are in a. I think next week they definitely, if they win and Washington somehow loses.
No, that's who they play next week.
Oh shit! I gotta look at the schedule before I do all this shit. But there you go. Eagles win, they gonna have the division. Pretty much. Eagles 12-2, Washington 9-5, Dallas 6-8. For some reason though, no one ain't saying the Dallas Cowboys are still in. I will show you why. Giants is only 2-12, probably number 2 in the draft order. We will show you that later. NFC South, Tampa Bay 8-6, Atlanta surviving with a 7-7. Them Saints 5-9, Carolina 3-11. NFC North, Detroit 12-2, Minnesota 12-2, Green Bay 10-4, and those lonely Bears 4-10. NFC West, Los Angeles Rams 8-6, Seattle 8-6, Arizona 7-7, San Francisco 6-8. This division, I'm keeping an eye on. I'm telling you, for the next 3 weeks, I'm keeping an eye on this division. Yep. Is that my sister watching? That's my Southern fan. Hey, girl. Speaking of that, why I put this first, because after this past week, we found out Minnesota clinched. They took care of business on Monday, and that Packer victory, as my brother said earlier, helped them clinch the playoffs before they even played the game. And also, here we go in the AFC, which is very self-explanatory. Buffalo already clinched their division with 11-3 record. Miami is 6-8, Jets 4-10, New England 3-11. AFC South, Houston, who clinched their division 9-5 thanks to Indianapolis losing, they're 6-8. Jacksonville and Tennessee is 3-11. The North side is a battle, and it's going to be a battle, I think, this Saturday, right, Reese?
Yes, it is.
Pittsburgh 10-4, Baltimore 9-5, Cincinnati 6-8, Cleveland 3-11. The West is already won. Kansas City 13-1. The Broncos is hanging in there with a 9-5. The Chargers 8-6, and those Lonely Raiders, who got the number 1 pick, is 2-12. Those like I said, the Texans clinched their division thanks to that Indianapolis loss, and the Steelers, even though they lost, clinched the playoff spot. This is the playoff ending starting today.
The Dolphins and the
Oh yeah, the Dolphins is still, for some reason, still a competition that we said earlier. This is I'm trying to think if anything changed on either side. Probably the Bucks.
Yeah.
That was last week. The Bucks.
Yeah, because
the
Bucks
Broncos. The Broncos is 6 seed now.
Yep.
Yeah, but the Broncos is 6 seed now, and the Chargers 7 seed. Last week or 2 weeks ago, they flipped. It would flip. Oh no. And the Steelers changed. No, did they change?
Steelers are still number 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
okay. So in the hunt. Okay, I got you. In the hunt, AFC side, the Colts, even though they don't have a chance to get to their division, they still have a chance with some help. That means the Chargers gotta tank for the Colts to get in, and they gotta and the Colts gotta win their games. Dolphins still have a chance. The Bengals still have a chance. That's scary. If the Bengals get in, I am going to laugh my ass off. I am. AFC side, Seahawks still got a chance. You know, they had the Seahawks was the 4th seed. The Rams is now the 4th seed. The Falcons hang on in there, and the Cardinals hang on. Those are two teams that are gonna need a lot of help.
Oh, but to just correct you for a slight minute,
Right.
Giants have number 1 pick right
Oh,
now in the draft.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because this is how they have it right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that, but
They changed it.
yeah, let me see. Like
So from the pick from pick 3 to 7, is that still the same, or
let's
is
see.
this the right order?
Pats, Jaguars. Let's see. Pat Shepherds. All right. Yep. Pats are still 3. Panthers are actually 4.
Mm-hmm.
Titans 5. Yeah, Jaguars are actually 6th right now.
And
The Browns are 7th. Yep.
Then Jets, Bears, Saints got the number 10 spot.
Yep.
All right, that's the draft order for right now. The Raiders, I had a feeling, I thought the Raiders was gonna get it, but I'll tell you right now, Giant fans, don't think about Shakur. Don't think about that. Deion already said it. I'm gonna say it every time. Deion already said he don't want his son nowhere cold. He already said it. Nowhere cold. And this is our schedule for next week. Let's put ourselves back in this here. Thursday night, a key matchup, especially playoff positions is on the line. But the Broncos against the Chargers. Who you got?
Man, I tell you what, I think the Broncos look up a spot this week. Yeah, because the Chargers have been playing cold.
Definitely
Broncos have been playing hot. Yeah, actually, it's more direct.
On that one.
Yeah, that's what your Broncos have a more direct one.
Okay, so yeah, I definitely go say the Broncos in Los Angeles. Primetime game, Bo Nix, Sean Payton. They gonna find a way to beat Jim Harbaugh. I hate to say that. And then we're back. Thanks to bowl season, we're back to pro football on Saturday, NBC, and I think that's on Fox.
Chiefs Texans 1 Eastern, noon Central on NBC.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, let me give this one for you right now. That the Chiefs, with a win, would be halfway towards clinching that number 1 seed in the West, in the AFC.
So who they need help if they win? They gonna need some help to make sure
they would need the somehow for the Bills to lose at home to the Patriots.
There you go, people. There you go. So and that's a long shot, by the way. And we got the fifth fight of all fifth fights: the Steelers against Baltimore in Baltimore.
Yep. That'll be on Fox, 4:30 Eastern, and both of these teams, and as if this needed anything more, winners both tag get something. Ravens clinch playoff spot if they win. Steelers win, however, they clinch the North.
Something's on the line. Talk about a team that needs help. Here's your confidence booster, Falcons. You're facing the Giants 1:00 at home. Mercedes-Benz Dome. This is it. You faced the 2-11 at the time Raiders, and y'all struggled. Now you face the 2-12 Giants. You should not struggle this game. This is the schedule makers and the football guys are blessing you with 2 victories. Yes, and I'm a Giant fan, but I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna say the Giants gonna win this. No. But the Falcons, you lose this. This is y'all season.
Yep.
Point blank. Y'all lose this. This is y'all season. I don't care about I don't care about no other team that's in the hunt that needs help. Blah blah. This is y'all season. Y'all lose this, y'all done. I don't care what the next 2 weeks. I don't care what happens next 2 weeks. You can go to playoffs. You just go to the playoffs to lose. You're done because of this game right here. So Falcons, here it is on a silver platter. Detroit against Chicago. I think Detroit go bounce back. How about you?
Yeah, they're definitely bounce back. By the way, that game also on Fox as well.
Yes. Cardinals head down to Carolina.
Yeah, Cardinals winning that one.
You do. Yeah, I don't know. I might go with Cardinals just to keep that NFC West interesting. Yeah. That's all I want.
That's why.
I'll keep my eye, bro. I'll keep my eye on that division, man.
That game will also be on Fox as well.
Rams against Jets.
That one on CBS.
Really?
Yeah.
That's shocking. How the Rams playing? Again, I'm going with the Rams. Even though the Jets offense like they finally clicking, but the defense is suspect.
Yep. And now it's Stafford with the healthy Cooper Cup and a healthy Cooper Cup. Yeah.
And their running back. Everybody sleeping on their running back. Their running back.
Kyron Williams.
Yeah, he finds a way to the end zone, man. He got nose for the end zone. So
for most time, but it's like, he was about the one really good player on offense Thursday night against her. Yeah, matter of fact, and with the Rams feeling a little pissed off about their performance against the Niners.
Yeah, this is the opportunity. It's the opportunity. Philly against Washington. There's something on the line here.
Of course the Eagles win it. They clinch the East. Washington, they win. They're gonna need some help to clinch playoff berth if they win.
Well, first thing first, take care of your own business. Win that game. But I think Philly's gonna win that game. The Battle of Ohio, Part 2.
By the way, that game will be on Fox.
Of course. The Battle of Ohio, Part 2. Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Yep. Let's see. That game will be on CBS and
Bengals.
Yeah.
Bengals.
Yeah, because Browns, I know you want to play spoiler and cause the Bengals to officially be eliminated, but you're not going to be the ones to do it.
Nah. AFC South game, Indianapolis, Tennessee. I want to go Colts, but I'm going Colts. Tennessee will play spoiler though.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go Colts.
Yeah. By the way, just for the record, Colts. Yeah. They better win this game because if the Chargers win and the Colts lose, then the Colts officially eliminated from playoff contention.
Everything's on the lines. Week 16, the final 3 weeks. It means something. Vikings, Seahawks. As we just found out, Vikings are already clinched, but they still need to win if they want that 1 seed. Seahawks need to win if they
keep their West hopes alive.
Yeah. So
by the way, that game will be 4:05 on Fox. Matter of fact, the only 4:05 game on this.
Okay. We have the Patriots against the Bills. I'm going Bills. Just some fact. The Patriots, I think they're done for the season. They don't even want to fight.
That game 4:25 on CBS. And,
another game that it might be exciting since the Jets and Jaguars exciting me this week. Jaguars against the Raiders.
Yeah,
they had nothing to lose. Just throw the playbook out there. That's all.
Except for Chase for the number 1 pick.
You know what? If they do that, then this might be the last time we see Antonio Pierce. But then again, like we said, I totally forgot that Tom Brady is a partial owner of the Raiders. That's crazy. But nah, I think they're gonna find a way to go all out, but then still find a way to lose. I think this might be your surprise banger game, if that makes sense. 49ers against the Dolphins. Both teams got a lot of stakes in this game to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, actually, Niners will be eliminated if they lose. Let's see.
The
Dolphins would need both a Chargers win, then a loss to eliminate them.
Okay. Sunday night, Buccaneers, Cowboys. For some reason, I think they said no, they didn't say the Cowboys in the hunt, but it kind of is. They're not eliminated. They're not eliminated. I know that. But
they're eliminated from the East, but
from the East title, but they're not eliminated from a playoff spot.
Actually, Cowboys could actually be eliminated before this game happens because if the Commanders win, Cowboys are out.
There you go.
And if that doesn't happen, then of course if Tampa Bay beats them, which that franchise lately has had a history of doing, then the Cowboys are out.
Oh, so they definitely gonna watch that 1:00 game. And Monday Night Football, New Orleans against Green Bay. Green Bay just need to continue to win.
Yeah, Green Bay could actually clinch. Green Bay can actually clinch a couple of ways before that game happens. Because if the Falcons lose, and either the Seahawks or Rams lose, Green Bay clinch that one. But if they don't, then Green Bay, they're in with the win.
There you go. That's the whole scenario.
Yep.
Week 16.
Yeah, I actually got to go one more, a couple more teams real quick.
Right.
Cardinals are out if they lose and Rams win. Saints can be eliminated 3 ways, and they can be eliminated if the Bucs win, the Falcons win, or if they lose.
This is gonna be crazy this week. So we definitely got to keep our eye on week 16. Especially we got Thursday, Saturday, of course Sunday, Monday. Then if I don't mean to skip, but you think about it, we got
Christmas as well.
Christmas, another Saturday, another Sunday.
Yep.
And
that's just for everybody to know where each games are. For the early block, Falcons, Giants, Panthers, Cardinals, Bears, Lions, and Commanders, Eagles are all on Fox. Colts, Titans, Jets, Rams, and Bengals, Browns are all on CBS during the 1:00 games. Seahawks and Vikings, that's 4:05 on Fox, and then Bills, Patriots, Raiders, Jaguars, and Dolphins, Niners, all 4:25 on CBS.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know the Sunday night and Monday night games. So.
Yep. And of course, just a reminder for the Saturday games: Chiefs, Texans, 1:00 on NBC, and then Ravens, Steelers, 4:30 on Fox on Saturday.
And that was your week 16. Again, always an honor to have you on the show, my brother. We do football. Come to see us on Embrace the Thirst on Sundays. Come see us on Health Life on Sunday nights. And like I said, my boy right here has got a group, Rocky Reese.
Sports, Facebook.
Yes, which I did put the podcast on there, just letting you know. But I
already did the links as well, so we like double post it.
Yes. We gotta go because it's time to go. Anyway, I'm your boy Enforcer, Mr. Attention Getter, and that's my partner right there, Rocky Reach, for this evening. We must bid you adieu. So,
matter of fact, do you believe next week's Christmas Eve?
Don't remind me, I got kids.
I know.
Fucking
all right, there, Heath.
Yes, I got kids. Damn it. As long as I ain't saying that in front of Brock Lesnar, I'm good. But gotta go. Thank y'all for watching. Please on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. on the Facebook. Actually, the Facebook page is growing. Continue to come on the Facebook page, and I must say bye bye now. Deuces.
Peace
Peace
out,
out,
Reese.
Reese.